Oh, you look hype today, man. Hey, welcome to the show, man. Thursday, July 15th. Got a lot of sports going on. NBA Finals, WNBA All-Star Game, MLB All-Star Game. We had some other things. You look pretty excited this morning, Antoine. What's going on your side?
Hey, man, I'm just happy to be here, man. That's it. Woke up this morning, got a good workout in. Just happy to be here. And by the way, my Bucks.
Your Bucks.
Hey, we got a series right now, man. They evened the series up last night, 2-2, man. Chris Middleton, man, had a huge game. Giannis had a good game. I feel like Drew Holiday, he affected the game in some good ways on the defensive end, putting some pressure on Chris Paul.
Picking him up 90,
man. Put some pressure on him. And now I'm at the beginning I was saying Bucks at 6. I kind of switched it up. I said Bucks and 7. But after these last two performances, man, Bucks and 6. Phoenix, they in trouble.
Damn. So Bucks gonna run off 4 straight.
Hey, they in trouble, man. They in trouble. And like I was telling you, them games in Phoenix was tough, man. For them to come back home and Phoenix drop and lay an egg and get blown out by 20. And then game 4, they blow an 8-9 point lead coming down the stretch. Hey, Milwaukee is going back in Phoenix. All they need is steal is 1. All they got to do is steal 1. They come back to Milwaukee, man. Hey, they come back to Milwaukee, man. I think they're gonna wrap it up.
Hey, that was big. Going into that game last night, I was thinking. I think I saw somebody say it too, man. Like I don't know. I just felt like that was a must-win game for both sides last night. Like obviously for the Suns, like you said, they came into Milwaukee high. So a lot of people were saying sweep. I was sticking with the Suns in 5. They were just looking mismatched. But Milwaukee bounced back, took care of business game 3. CP3 played all right. Book stunk it up in game 3. Game 4 last night. I mean, they had every opportunity in the world to win that game, to at least cover my damn bet. I had them to cover 4.5. They looked good for 46 minutes until Book picked up his last 7 fouls in the last 3 minutes.
Bro, I tweeted this. I'm like, he had a hell of a game.
Well, you got static, bro.
Hold on. I just got that phone call. Hold on. How it sound?
You good? Well, hold on.
Yeah.
It's like static.
1, 2.
Yeah, it's static on the back end. Yeah. Oh man. I think you're good now.
Bet.
Yeah,
I tweeted this on last night. I said, "Look, man, D-Buck, he's been balling out here. He's an instant bucket." But y'all, he had 40 points and 9 fouls last night, y'all.
40 and 9.
40 and 9. He almost hit the double, yo. 40 and 10 fouls.
Man, he was in his bag, man. Chris Paul. I mean, he looking 36, man. We take it for granted. A lot of people, with modern medicine and people, the money and time that they put into their bodies, LeBron and Brady and Phil Mickelson and all these old heads still, Serena, all these old heads still dominating on a high level. I mean, I got to remember when I'm looking at him, I'm pissed off at him. Like, damn, dude is 36. But like you say, no excuses, no explanations. He got to play better, man. He played like some shit last night. Like you said earlier, Drew Holiday had a lot to do with that. But I just feel like Chris Paul was trying to do too much. Like he was trying to do too much, man.
No. That's Chris Paul's game.
No. Nah, bro.
What was he doing different last night that he wasn't doing all year? Like,
did you watch a lot? He was doing a lot of shit he wasn't doing all year last night.
It was the Drew Holiday effect. It was the Drew Holiday effect. When you can bring the ball up the court.
I can't charge it all the way to Drew. Now, some of it, like I said, part of it was Drew for sure.
You know why it was Drew? You know why it was Drew? Because the previous games, Chris Paul bringing the ball up the court, he ain't have no pressure. It was all fine and dandy. He could get into the offense, love, right? But with Drew Holiday giving him that pressure all game, it wore on him. So towards the end of the game, yeah, it was he was flustered.
He was sloppy, man. He was sloppy. He was sloppy with it, which is a very uncharacteristic of Chris.
The Drew Holiday effect.
I can't give it all. I mean, like I said, Drew played a pivotal role in that victory last night. The late offensive rebound, the full court defense on Chris. But a lot of shit Chris was doing was just, like I said, out of character, out of order. He looked tired. He looked old. He looked flustered. And he tricked off a huge opportunity last night. I mean, that was a chance for the Suns to go up 3-1 to split in Milwaukee, still won. That was kind of what I was calling. Hey, they're gonna split, still won, go back to Phoenix, close it out. So now they're going back to Phoenix. Now they're going back to Phoenix, tied up 2-2. And that we can't continue to talk without talking about that block either.
Hey,
that
the Drew Holiday effect, man.
Stop. He was putting clamps on him. I'm not taking that away from him.
Hey, that comes.
Drew do that to Dame Lillard too a few years back.
Hey, look. This is just it's the same. Like, just think about a running team, right? You know, you're getting a running team and they running the ball. Boom, 3 yards. Boom, 4 yards. Boom, 3 yards. Yo, at the fourth quarter, guess what? You're going to wear that defense down, man. The defense going to start missing tackles. They're going to be sloppy. That's what it is. Like, it's that throughout that game, Drew Holiday putting that pressure on Chris Paul, CP3, made him look old. And you said it. Made him look old. That's what you said.
Look, I'm not going to take any. I can't take any credit away from Drew. I'm not going to do
Bucks and 6, baby. Ain't trying to hear that shit. Bucks and 6. I'm talking my shit today. Bucks and 6, baby.
You don't believe that. You don't believe that bullshit.
It's ugly for Phoenix right now, man. You
don't believe that bullshit.
Hey, you know how they was? They was on the plane like, damn. Like Chris Paul, he was sitting in the seat by himself. He ain't talking to nobody. Like,
stop it.
Like, you know, damn. D-book like shit. I did my thing. I had 40, 8 fouls. The league loved me. I can't do no wrong.
He can't feel himself because he had 3. He was 3 for 14, bench in the 4th game 3. So
40,
he feeling shitty too.
48 fouls. The league. I can't do no wrong in the finals.
Hey, he went off, and we can't over. And Chris Middleton, he put up a 40 clip too. And this is around the time, you know, the Chris Middleton cycle: play average, play okay, play bad, drop a 35 plus, get called Batman. Play average, play bad, drop 35 plus, get called Batman. So we right here in this cycle. Now we're going back to Phoenix. He'll probably stink it up again. Giannis has been phenomenal. And he didn't put up the crazy numbers last night that we were used to the last, few games. But that block at the end, man, that was an all-time great block. I'm not gonna put it over Bronze. I heard some people saying that. I'm not gonna do that. But it was up there. It was special. It was special.
It was definitely special. Yeah, special performance. Definitely up there, but you can't put that over LeBron. LeBron game 7, coming down full court. That was special. But what Giannis did last night, man, he's doing on both ends of the court. He's impacting the game, man, and that's what you want out of your star player. So
yeah. I mean, you can't ask Giannis, especially with what happened to him in that Hawk series with his knee. For him to come back, man, and be playing the way he's been playing. But I still like Phoenix. And now I think it goes to 7. It's gonna be a 7-game series. Now they're gonna have to win it at home.
I boy have a 5.
That game last night was very, very pivotal, bro. And they had it in the bag, bro. When you lose a game like that, man, that's tough. But going back to Phoenix.
Boston Stew, what you had? You had Phoenix and what?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Boston Stew. It don't matter who you had last night. That shit looked rigged. At some point, whether you were going for the Bucks or the Suns, at some point in that fourth quarter, you said this shit rigged.
It was going. Both teams got horrible calls. So how is that rigged though? Like I can see if it was.
I don't know.
Hold on. I get what you're saying. Like, but both teams had horrible calls. Like Giannis, he taking the ball out, 1 foot inbound, 1 foot out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? Like the no calls on D Book. Like they started playing bully ball like in the fourth quarter. Like the refs was like, man, I'm gonna just let y'all rock. But my thing is, if it's both sided, like how is it rigged? If the Phoenix Suns not getting no calls, the Bucks ain't getting the calls. Like
at one point, I was convinced that the refs had Suns money line. At another point, I was convinced they had the Bucks money line. I didn't know what the hell was going. Like you said, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm talking about every day. Then the tackle. I mean, the Bucks fifth and his first 6 foul were like I mean, not only were they bad, I mean, it was just bonehead, just terrible awareness. The crackback on the loose ball rebound on the baseline with PJ Tucker.
And then it was crazy. Come on, dude. Like D Book, he thought he fouled out. He went to the bench, and then refs like, "Nah, we want you to finish the game. We'll get this to somebody else." Like, yo, this shit was wild. Like, I'm like, come on, yo, they trying to like at the end of the game. I'm like, yo, they trying to give D Book, you know, the opportunity to.
Shit, I wasn't mad at him last night. He really fouled out with 38. But he dropped the 40-piece, man. Last night he eclipsed the most points in a player's first playoff appearance. Now he did play more games than the other guy. I think it was Rick Barry and what was the other person? Dr. J, I believe, on that list. But hey, Tanner Hall said they were live playing that son bitch. Hey, I'm with you, man.
They trying to get that money.
That shit was crazy, man. Giannis a real one too, man. You saw he had to leave. You know, when you gotta go. Came back, said he had to go take a tinkle. You know what I mean? I respect it. But man, I mean, it was a great game though. It was a great game, even with all that bullshit aside. It was
I'm with you. Bucks and 6.
And the NBA secured the bag last night. They got guaranteed. They guaranteed 2 more games.
Yeah, they smart now.
I think it was business. Yeah, I think it was 250 plus million now, at least guaranteed now.
No, but they definitely smart.
But yeah, man, how did your for sure? How did your parlay do last night?
Man, my parlays, they stunk, man. I hit 2 parlays last night.
Usually you on point.
Usually on point. Chris Middleton hit, I think his was like over 24 and a half, I think. So that hit. I had D Hayden. I had him over.
We both had that Chris Middleton one.
Yeah, I think we both had DeAndre too, right? Over
12 and a half rebounds.
Over 12 and a half, yep.
Yeah, that the third.
Bum ass Brook Lopez couldn't give me 6 rebounds.
How many he grabbed last night?
1 damn rebound.
He grabbed 7 foot 11, and he grabbed 1 rebound. Come on, man.
I had Jay Crowder under 19 and a half points, rebounds, and assists. Yeah. You know, he did his thing on both sides of the court. And then my last one, Giannis, I had Giannis 52 and a half points, rebounds, and assists, and he ended up with 48. So I was 2 for 5, man. I kind of stunk it up last night. But
I'm sure you had the Bucks winning, so at least you won that.
Yeah,
I had the Suns. I had the Suns winning and covering. Obviously, they lost that. Obviously, I lost that. But I hit my whole card. I hit Chris Middleton 25 and a half over. He hit that. Obviously, dropped the 40 piece. Campaign over 6.5. I thought that was a gimme. Cam gonna get his 9-10 points. And then 8 and 12 and a half rebounds. So I had the little 3-legger. About damn time.
Yeah, man. That's 3 for 3. Shit, that was
3 for 3.
Nice little come up.
Yeah, I'll take that. Y'all make sure y'all download that Underdog Fantasy app. Use the code MAN. Get your free $25. And also get a chance to get your ass whooped in this fantasy football league.
Hey, while we talking about that, Mr. Scamble, hey, be sure to drive 2 QB to start your draft.
Hey, man, Yeah, man, that's gonna be fun, man. It's
It's gonna
already
be
people talking
hilarious.
shit, and I enjoy that. That's the
That's
best
the
part
best
of
part.
sports
That's
to
the
me,
best part.
man.
That's the
Competing,
best part.
talking shit. Speaking of
Nah, for
talking shit,
sure.
before we get to before we jump to what we got now, we're gonna jump to the WNBA All-Star. Actually, we'll go to that now, man. WNBA All-Star. Did you get a chance to watch that?
I did, man. It
Before the
was
fight? Okay.
yeah, I did. You know, me, shit, the whole family was watching. My daughter, it actually got my daughter interested. She was like, "Yo, daddy, can we start, doing something?" I said, "Well, I love that."
Uh-huh.
And my son, my 5-year-old, we've been outside every day, so he was hyped just to watch that, and just look at the women go out there and do their thing, man. So we definitely tap into that.
Yeah, we did too, man. It was entertainment. They had the Team WNBA versus Team USA format.
How you like that setup?
I liked it. I liked it, man, and it just shows how much talent is in the game too. And these women especially, they're so used to playing with each other on all these different teams. And, I went to UConn, and they played on all these Team USA teams from the time they 15, 16 together. Then a lot of them go overseas and play together in these times, and they play that international game. So it's not like you see the men kind of struggling, adjusting to that FIBA style play. It's different. No three in the key. You can hit the ball on the rim. The refs aren't gonna call as many fouls. Yeah, so it's a different game. But I liked it, man. The pace of the game was great. They played like and
it wasn't like exactly, and that's what I got out of it. It wasn't like and on the men's side, the first 3 quarters, or what the men play half. They play quarters.
They
first
switched,
3 quarters.
Yeah, they switched up the format now. Now it's like a point. You get to a point.
They be out there, giving a show, and then at the end, that's when they pick it up. But the women, they came out from start to finish.
Yeah,
and they was playing. They was playing, man. So it was definitely good to see. And then at halftime, they had the 3-point contest.
Yeah. How you like that format? As opposed to obviously how the men do it.
I liked it. I like to give you something to look at in halftime. Obviously, on the men's side, it's so many other events that they incorporate into the All-Star weekend. But I definitely like the format. 3-time winner. She was quickly. Even that competition they came out the gate 27. So
and they had a Slim Jones. Jones was slim in there. I think she go like 6'5", 6'6", and came out of here 27 in the first round.
And she was playing in the game, so the fatigue could have sat in. But I like the format, I enjoyed it, man. I definitely enjoyed it.
It was good, man. And I don't want to mess her name up. You give it a first stab, bro. And I heard I practiced it too. Enrique
Ogunbowale.
Ogunbowale.
Ayo.
I think that's right. Enrique.
Yeah.
Ayo. I got a homeboy named Enrique. Very similar name, actually. Used to play for Syracuse. Well, that's exactly what we call him, Ayo. Ayo, winning MVP. She put on the show. Shout out to Tina Charles too, man. Tina Charles, former UConn great, been doing her thing in the WNBA. She's averaging right now. She's leading the WNBA in points per game, and if she stayed in this pace, I think this would be the highest points per game ever in the WNBA. Okay. And she's over a decade in. Looking like she's on her way to another MVP season. Hopefully stays healthy, keep balling. Shout out to Tina Charles, man.
They had some greats on the sideline. Lisa Leslie, Tina Thompson, Don Staley.
Yeah.
It was because that's who I grew up on. Rebecca Lobo. Facts. You know what I'm saying? You gotta throw Shamika Holslaw in there. Like, whew, it was
some real live hoopers.
At that time, all it was Tennessee and UConn, though, for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was Tennessee, UConn, but now,
you got talent. You got talent all over the women's game now. Stanford, South Carolina, Notre Dame used to always give us a run for our money when I was in school. On the women's side, Maryland, Arizona.
So you got some teams coming up.
Yeah, the game is continuing to evolve. I love it, man. I love it. Oh
Sure.
man, what else we got, man? We might stay on the All-Star.
Put it. Yeah, I was gonna say the Candace Parker.
Oh yeah, shout out to Candace Parker. Been the first woman to grace the cover of the NBA 2K.
That's huge, though.
Yeah, that's huge for and I've actually played the 2K with my daughters. They put the WNBA players on the last one. So that's huge for her to get a cover, man. She's had a slam cover. And Candace, like we talked about, it was Tennessee and UConn back in the day. Candace, I think, matter of fact, Candace might have been the first woman I saw dunk.
Dunk, and again, yeah.
Saw Lisa Leslie.
No, Lisa Leslie, Candace Parker.
Yeah, Candace Parker. She's been doing her thing, man. Love hearing her when she's on TNT and spending all her knowledge and game. But shout out, that's big, man. That's huge. They got Candace Parker. They got Kareem, KD, Dirk, and Luka, I believe.
So how do you feel about them having different players on that to grace the cover in 1 year? How you feel about that? What's your position on that?
I like it. It's smart because for kids or for whoever, and a lot of people aren't going out and buying the actual disc anymore anyway. But if let's say Luka's your favorite player or Candace Parker's your favorite player, now these could probably be collectibles. So now you have the different covers to have. You putting out 3 or 4 as opposed to just having one cover athlete per year, kind of how you have with Madden.
Yeah,
I like it. Especially you always talk about how it's a global game and you're trying to spread the game and get that reach more. So I like it from their end. And if I'm a cover athlete, I'm pretty sure that they like it too. How you feel about it?
I mean, I'm sitting on the fence. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. As far as like you said, being global, obviously you giving multiple players that notoriety and giving them their just due. But then on the flip side, it's like when you are that only player on the cover, that's like one of them once in a lifetime type moments. Like I'm on the top of the mountain. So yeah, I get it from like you said, I get it on both ends, but I'm sitting on the fence.
I feel you. Cause that was how we grew up. It was one, and that was it. Who's the cover athlete? One.
That's it.
And they were showing. They showed like all the. Somebody posted on my Twitter, and AI. He had like the first 4 covers of the 2K basketball. It was AI, and then they finally switched it up. Shout out to Bubba Chuck, huh?
Yeah, he changed the game, man. Shout out hometown hero, man.
Definitely changed the game, man. Speaking of games, one of my favorite games been that way for a while. MLB The Show. I know you're not much of a baseball guy. I'm gonna get you over to this side, man. We got a lot of young talent over there on the baseball side of things, man. Did you tap in at all to the All-Star game? Home run derby, any of it?
I don't know what I got. I saw you tweeting about it, but I don't know what I got mixed up into. I think I was outside slaving, shooting hoops, man, with the young, with my middle one. But I did catch some highlights. And it was a lot of eventful show. But I missed out on that one.
Yeah, a lot of young talent, man. I had to tap into the home run derby. Honestly, I tapped in for Ohtani.
He let you down.
He let me down. He down. He had a lot of. You could tell watching him. He looked nervous, and it was a lot of just cameras and hype. And I'm sure he's been dealing with it all year. He's like the face. He's the face of the MLB right now. And I know Stephen A. caught some heat last week, saying some more bonehead comments about how it wasn't good for baseball because it needed an interpreter or whatever. But man, he's he's the face of baseball. He's doing something that hasn't been done in 100 years, and so I definitely had to tap in for that. But Pete Alonso ended up stealing the show. I think the first baseman out for the New York Mets, and he defended his home run derby crown. We got young Vlad Guerrero Jr. He won the MVP of the game. I think he's the youngest ever, 22 years old. And then who else we had? Ohtani led off to damn. led off as a pitcher. Led off as a hitter, started as a pitcher. So
that's different. That's something different. Yeah,
That's different. But a lot of young talent, man. A lot of young talent on the MLB side of things. Tatis Jr., he's exciting to watch. He's good for the game. Osuna, who he just got hurt down in Atlanta. He tore his ACL. He'll be out for the year, man.
Yeah,
but
that was tough. I seen that. So to the baseball fans that's tapping in, is baseball interesting again?
That's a good question. I
So,
don't even know the answers, guys.
Because I'm thinking the last time that it was like this, it was Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire. Even though, they might have been doing they 1-2. they might have been doing they 1-2.
The boys eating their veggies.
Ooh, some good different veggies.
Up down, AB select.
Is baseball back?
Is baseball back, man? That's the question. We know Tone is out.
Javier said baseball is just baseball.
What does that mean, Javier? What does that mean? Elaborate.
It's getting there. Shout out my man Dave, baby. What's good? Bucks and 6. Bucks and 6, Dave.
Here y'all go. But yeah, baseball, man. It's I love the playoff baseball has been good for a while. But it's a slow game. Yeah, it's a slow game. I think it should be sped up a little bit. But like I said, the infusion of this young talent that they have, they've got to do something. They got to do something. They got to do some better marketing, man. They got to do some better marketing. They got to. Somebody say they'd rather watch soccer now. For me, that's a hell no.
Depending on the
that's a hell no.
Depending on the teams in soccer, but shit, y'all transitioning good for. Speaking of soccer,
oh yeah, got
that boy Messi.
We just talked about his deal. Let me see if it's any details, any numbers come out with this deal.
He re-signs with Barcelona for 50% of his previous contract for 5-year deal, and still, the highest paid.
See now, soccer fans, soccer enthusiasts, y'all got to educate me on this because once again, I'm a casual fan of soccer. I wouldn't even say casual fan. I'm not a fan of soccer, but I do know CR7, Ronaldo. I know Neymar, Pogba, Benzema, all these greats, right? How in the hell can Messi take a 50% pay cut and still be the highest paid player? Like, that don't make sense to me.
Hey, that's crazy. Like, whew.
Like, can you imagine? I can't imagine that.
No, I can't imagine.
In any other sport.
No, I can't imagine. That's crazy. And it's a 5-year deal. Like, you seen Pat Mahomes. He signed his 10-year, almost a half a billion, but it's a 5-year deal. Like, and even though Messi, he's an all-time great, but man,
all-time great.
Like you said, like you just named a bunch of guys that's getting money out here. That's some greats in the game. So for him to sign a 50% to sign 50% of his previous contract and still the highest paid,
like that's absolutely.
Is his game that much better than the other guys?
One of my good friends, Vinny, and I mean you'll hear a lot of. It's kind of like a Kobe LeBron debate almost when people talk about Messi and Ronaldo. You look at I think it's the Balloons Awards and the different awards that they have. Very comparable. Their resumes, their career resumes. So I think it's an argument. So I wouldn't say he's like that clear of a cut above over those guys. Javier B, I heard that he signed less, but we'll get rights to the team when he retires. What? Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
if that is true.
If that is true. Hey, but shout out to Messi though, man. Getting that bag. Another person that's out here getting that bag. You got LeBron James out there. He about to touch a Billy.
About to touch a Billy, man.
While he's still playing.
Why he's still playing, and I think they said like only 300 of that is coming from 300. No, I can't say only, but 300. I think they want to say like 300 of that was from basketball, and the rest of that was like what he was doing off the court. So
yeah, Space Jam is actually they just had the world premiere the other day. I think you can stream it starting tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm doing a little showing back home tomorrow for the kids. Myself and Tyrod, man, we coming together.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, doing a free screening for the kids, man, so they can come out and watch Space Jam. It was dope, man. That's what I told my oldest two, like, yo, we going back to Virginia. We gonna watch Space Jam. So I told him this is the second one. So we stayed up late.
Watch the first one?
On Tuesday night to watch the first one. And then they was like they wanted to watch it again last night. So I said, okay, hey, we got something here. So,
we got it.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that.
Has that movie aged well? I haven't seen the first one in a while.
It has. You know, I stayed up and watched that whole movie, bro. I sat there and watched that entire movie with them Tuesday night.
What did y'all? What is it on? What did you order it on?
It was wifey. It was on. It's on one of them programs that we got on the TV. That
it's time for me to get rid of this cable. I feel like it's the only thing. I'm the only person in the house that watch it. I watch probably 4 channels.
4 channels, but
I got 700 channels. This shit costs a couple $100 a month, and these kids they got every other. Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Hulu. Yeah, one of them got the nerve to ask me, "Oh, Dad, can we get Peacock?" Because no. We're not about to download another joint every time something come out.
Hey, like that. Hey, George, she did him dirty. She did Charles dirty. On the first Space Jam. You ain't no Charles Barkley. You just some wannabe. Man, told that man get off the court. Like, man, get off the court.
That was dope though. That they had the real players, real game action. That shit was dope. I remember that part. But yeah, man, that was a classic. So it's on HBO Max, but we're gonna tap into that tonight.
Yeah, gotta get them tapped into them older movies.
Tone said Peacock legit. Don't sell me on Peacock. I'm not downloading any more. Speaking of these streaming platforms, Netflix. They're adding gaming now to their thing.
Man, we got to get into gaming, bro. We got to get us a team or something.
Bro, you got to. Those e-sport contracts, they're gonna be rivaling these pro athletes contracts.
It's so crazy. We had we had an assistant trainer when I was in San Fran, and we used to do some the off season when I was about to go to Arizona, we would do some training together off campus or whatever. And he was telling me, he was like, man, I'm in talks with, hooking up with this esports team. This is 2017, 18. And so I'm like, what you gonna do? I'm like, they sit down gaming. He was like, nah. He said it's a whole layout as far as nutrition, as far as weight training. I'm like, for real? And now
nutrition, weight training,
like everything, bro. It's like everything. Like it's the whole 9 yards. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh, like I didn't know it was that serious. But he was like,
I have my whole team on Adderall. Adults, no kids, straight adults with no lives.
But where this esports is going, like you said, like in a few years, man, these esports teams, man, they're gonna be getting some big money contracts.
Yeah, they already, these tournament purses and all that, they already are generating money. And this is what kids do, man. This is what kids, I mean, we grew up, I know I grew up playing video games, but it's different now. And then I think the pandemic kind of put everything in overdrive. I can't even play these shooting games, the Call of Duties, I used to play Siege, and I can't even play that shit no more, man. I'm like, if you got a job, if you do anything else with your life, you ain't got a chance on that shit.
You know when I was big on video games?
007.
Duck Hunt. Tecmo Bowl.
Country.
Mike Tyson Punch Out, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. Like that was when I was into it. Like now, I'm not into it.
Used to go rent them from Blockbuster.
Hey, she had that Blockbuster card. That's when y'all missing out.
Man. But shit, man, I'm about to I'll take a tinkle. I'll be back, man.
Y'all put some questions in here, man. When my man D-Buck take his gotta get you a pamper or something, bro.
It depends.
Y'all put some questions in here and tell us hey, it was good times. Those were great times. Great times. Blockbuster then McDonald's. That was the move. Man, but what's going on? What else going on? Man, I can't give you my my drafting strategy. Just know my team is gonna be stacked. Nakiba, I'm gonna punish her. That's gonna be light work. Finals MVP. When my Bucks win, it'll be Giannis. So, Giannis will have what? He'll have two times MVP, one Finals MVP, and a ring. So in his young career, man, that resume is looking real good. And if the Suns slip up and win, if the league call in and be like, look, this is what we got to do, D-Book, he'll win the MVP. Ooh. That was epic right there. Tone, speaking of gaming, what was it like the first time you saw yourself in Madden? That was epic. But even at that time, I wasn't I wasn't a big player of Madden, but I definitely needed to know what my ranking was on Madden, and I had to see myself. So when my boys played, I had to sit there and watch.
That Madden, man, hey, it wasn't nothing like it.
Mr. Scamper, underdog. Go ahead, D-Buck. Ain't nothing like it, right?
Nah, yeah, that was a lifelong dream. And then we had when I was in college, we still had the NCAA game. So I was on, was on that one first. And then had the little star into me, impact player. Stop playing with one over there, man. But nah, yeah, that shit was crazy, man. So, you had to go in there and make yourself 99 across the board.
Yeah.
That's what they was talking about with the ratings. But it wasn't nothing like that. Seeing yourself on Madden, man, that was dope.
Mr. Scampers, man. Shout out to Underdog, our partner, man. Our partners in crime have the best ball ranking on their site. Again,
What that mean?
Underdog best ball. It's one of them the draft. When we do our draft, you understand what the best ball junk is. Once we
Tone, what's up, man? Tone, jump in the chat, man. Give us the breakdown, the thorough breakdown. Tone is our fantasy guru. He gonna be my fantasy assistant. Nah, I gotta whoop Tone ass.
He got whoop Tone, yeah.
Yeah. Still got to give us the heads up. Tone got on Twitter yesterday. They put the Vegas put the over under for wins for the Lions at 5.
And I looked at that schedule. That shit might be shaky for them.
5 shaky. Tone talking about it, he got him at 8. It was dead ass serious too.
What's the mindset having to tackle someone like AP or Henry? You know what? Playing safety, those are the backs that, not saying that I wanted to tackle, but those were easier tackles for me. Because they was going to try to run through you. So, and I knew that. So for me, it was like, grab them knees, grab them shins. Not saying it was easy, but yeah. I knew how I was approaching that running back. But then when you had like a a Freddie T who could make you miss. He could lower his shoulder
or drop the
you know what I mean? Those are the type running backs that I hated seeing, and me playing free safety. That's what was crazy because a lot of times I'm the last man of defense, so I'm in the open field. So that's when it really gets tough. But shit, if I catch you in that box, shit, I'm gonna work out with you.
I know for me, gang tackle. That was my thought. Gang, hey, that's rally, and those type of backs. Actually, a lot of most backs in the NFL, if they've been around, they don't stay around the NFL get tackled, one-on-one by anybody, especially DBs. And AB paid 14 years at the safety position because he made those tackles. But a lot of these backs, man, you got to gang tackle them. For me, it was taking my shot full speed outside thigh board, and hopefully, my teammates are rallying. And then when I moved to safety, that was the one thing that was the thing that I worried about the most, was just somebody just hitting that AB gap just wide open. It's like, come on, man.
And that safety, you can see it. You can see it. I know. I see that. You see it. You just hope that the running back don't see the hole.
Yeah.
Because you out there and you like, yo, this hole is open. You kind of see it like, okay, that linebacker
17 deep.
Exact. That linebacker, he's not in his hole. He got the D lineman got cut out of his. He got reached. And you like, I hope that running back don't see, oh shit, he saw it, he hit it. And now it's like, oh shit. I've had plenty of them moments where in my head I'm like, oh shit. So
yeah. And Dave, you know what? Making that ain't, like I said, when I say it ain't a bad thing. When I say take your shot, that's what good defenses do. Like they rally, and if I'm coming full speed to the outside leg, I know I got some pursuit coming inside out, and vice versa. If I'm taking the inside, I know I got pursuit coming outside in. So them making you miss may not be a bad thing, because a lot of times you send them back. Now the worst thing you can do is break down trying to make the perfect tackle, and then that's when you're at their mercy. But yeah, these backs, they don't make a living getting tackled one-on-one often.
Yeah,
that's offending.
So I got Tone. Best ball. There's no roster management. You draft, and then at the end of the week, you get your top score from your players drafted. 16-player roster, but 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex form your 16.
Okay.
So
roster management.
That's dope. So, you draft 16, and based off of, whichever ones had the best stats that week, go to your score.
Then, sticking in that lane, I know Saquon will be high on a lot of these fantasy draft boards. He came out yesterday on, I believe, the Best Business Show with the Pompolano Bros, and said going forward he would take 100% of his endorsement money in Bitcoin. And y'all know how I've been on the crypto space, and crypto is under under attack right now again. But this Saquon, he's one of the latest stars to take a stance on Bitcoin. I know Russell Okung, he took half his $13 million salary last year, I believe, in Bitcoin. Brady has done some stuff, has had some business deals with Bitcoin. They just signed a big deal with UFC, Trevor Lawrence. So the momentum is picking up. I don't think it's going anywhere long term. But yeah, man, shout out to Saquon, man.
No, for sure. Taking his stance and believing what he believe in. I know I wouldn't do it, but
so you wouldn't do an endorsement money?
Not all my future endorsements. Hell no. I think he's getting like $10 million a year.
He running back. He a big face of sports in the biggest market.
I think he's getting like world. I think he's getting $10 million a year. In endorsement, I think that's what it said. That's why me personally, I want to take all my future endorsement in Bitcoin. Now, if it was like, I'm gonna take a third of that or whatever, and I'm gonna, take that in Bitcoin, but 100% of all my endorsements in the future, I wouldn't do that.
Definitely got some risk to it, but I feel like for him, and I know I saw some quotes from him. I know part of it he was saying like, building generational wealth in the position that he plays and the sport that he plays, he not gonna have the same opportunity making that type of money as, you know, some of these basketball players, or soccer, or baseball, whatever. So he feels like this may be an opportunity. Now, if he does this, you know, he was the number 2 overall pick. We all expect him to have a good career and make a lot of money on the field. So if he's saying, hey, I may make another, let's say he bring in $10 million in Bitcoin now. That $10 million, you know, in 5 years could very well be worth 50. You know, how volatile. You know, we all know what the future of crypto is, but it's risky.
All I'm saying is, personally, right? That's what I say. I say all the time, stay in your lane. Personally, I would not put all keywords of that, you know what I mean, future endorsement into the Bitcoin. Now, you know, I would sit down with my folks and be like, look, you know, like I said, you know, a third of this, or not half, but like a third or whatever. But you know, it is what it is. Each his own.
Facts. Shout out to Saquon, man. He young man. He got a lot of road and time ahead.
Yeah.
I think it'll work out for him. You think? How you think he play this year, man?
What you mean? He gonna ball out. You know, I know you was trying to get my man out of New York. You was trying to trade him and shit, but nah, you know, he rocking the bow nose shirt. You know what I mean? So I think he's gonna have I think that offense, man, like him, Daniel Jones, the receivers they got over there, Coach Judge, just the culture that he brought to the Giants, even last year, the way they were playing.
Galladay.
I think Saquon's gonna have a great year, man.
We should, man. I hope so. If he it's just health with him, just staying healthy, man. That's been one of his biggest issues, staying healthy. Yeah. So the Lions, speaking of the bum-ass Lions, they just signed a deal with WinBet. Phoenix Mercury signed a deal with Ballybet. So we got a lot of these teams signing deals with these sports books. And a couple days ago, Ark Invest, Kathy Wood came out and said she estimates the U.S. sports betting market will grow from $9 billion to $37 billion by 2025. So, man, I think it's going to drive up valuations of these teams, contracts, media surrounding the sports, all of that, man, with, you know, legalized sports betting going on around, not only here, I know in Canada it's getting moved forward too. Like Ontario is supposed to be legal by this football season. So
I got a question for you.
What's happening?
All these teams partner with these betting companies, these sports books, right? So, you know, in our contract, players, we can't bet, right? So
yeah,
sports teams are benefiting from it. Why can't players benefit from it?
Slippery slope, man.
So
slippery slope.
As far as if, and I'm just, I'm not saying
I get what you're saying.
I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. I'm just throwing a question out there, right? So it's a slippery slope, you know. Like you said, the teams are going to benefit from it. The owners, that's going to bring their evaluation out the roof, right?
Oh yeah.
So as a player,
but players should benefit from that as well, though.
So
because
I mean, probably
the revenue,
revenue contract or whatever, yeah, cool. But I'm just saying, you know, if I want to bet that I'm gonna have more than 8 tackles this game,
that, you know, Pete Rose still isn't in the Baseball Hall of Fame because of it's a lot of people who are juicing up that's gonna get on. And you know, when we were in the game, we played that the stance against, you know, gambling or being connected to sports gambling, any of that was much stronger than even the stance against like performance enhancing drill. Like you got caught, you know, betting and whatever like that, your ass was gone. You were banned, and that's obviously for the integrity of the shield, the integrity of the game. Sure. Because if you know, players are tied to, you know, sports books and things like that, that's huge, as opposed to the actual team having these sports books in the stadium and now fans can come and actually bet on the game, which has happened anyway. So I get what you're saying, but I understand why players.
I do too. But I'm just saying,
I wouldn't want players involved in that.
Man, if you my teammate, you betting that we gonna win every Sunday, shit.
I could be betting we gonna lose too.
Hey, with you in the meat room.
So imagine a quarterback. You know, they got a partnership with FanDuel, and we out here favored by 10 points where they throw it late. Like, you gonna be looking at like, come on, like we had some like Luck did some dumb shit sometimes. He was a baller, but Luck threw some dumb ass shit.
Yeah,
if he had a partnership, hold on, cuz.
It'd be a lot of fights in the locker room.
Yeah,
it'd be a lot of fights in the locker room.
A kicker missing late,
missing the jump,
missing extra points and shit. Like, hell no, we can't have that.
It'd be a lot of shit.
Yeah, it'll be tough, man. But hopefully everybody benefits from it, man. As far as everybody kind of in that ecosystem, people that cover the game, people that play the game. These refs, man, refs, and I feel like refs overall, man, I know they do a good job overall, but I don't know, man. I feel like they're getting worse collectively somehow, some way.
You know what? I don't think it's the refs. The refs are it's tough. The officiating is tough, right? But I feel as though it's the committee, man, whoever's at the top, because you look at even it's football and basketball. You look at the games, and the games they're being called different each game. You know what I'm saying? So there's no consistency there. So until whoever's at the top, that officiating crew or whatever or committee, until they can get some consistency in the with the officials, we're gonna be saying this for a while. Like, man, the officiating is getting worse. Yeah,
it's just like, damn. It gotta be some penalties or something. Like, you just continue blowing games, and they come out with these bum ass 2-minute reports, and then they blow a call on you, and then they send a letter to the team the next day.
I think they do have penalties. The refs do have penalties. They do. They actually watch film, and they get critiqued throughout the game. And obviously, I think one of the big things, I'll just speak on the NFL. I think NBA too, like how good you, I guess your percentage or your ranking throughout the season. That's when you get the NBA Finals or the Super Bowl or whatever the case may be, and then you get dot points or whatever the case may be. So it is a grading scale and a grading system for the.
And it's a tough job. It is a tough job. You got the best athletes in the world moving at a very high speed. I was in the NFL offices when I was still playing one day, and most of the top refs were just in there. And the guy who was giving me a tour was like, "Hey, you want to come in here?" So I sat in there with them for probably about 10, 15 minutes. And, the amount of football that they know as far as knowing coverages, understanding, different blocking schemes, knowing what offensive linemen are trying to do, what defensive linemen are trying to do, keeping guys, like the amount of football they actually know is crazy. And then how fast things happen at different angles, who's responsible to make what calls. It is a tough job. I understand that. And more times than not, they do get it right. But as fans, we want them to get it right all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So we had I think Isaac Bruce, he was somewhere talking. He was talking about one of the best duos, him and Torrey Holt being the best wide receiving duo ever. And I know you remember the Greatest Show on Turf.
Yeah.
And I had when I came into the league, I had Randy Moss and Wes Welker. Wes Welker killed everybody underneath. Randy obviously killed everybody deep. You played with Marvin Wees for a while. Obviously Randolph and Chris Carter out in Minnesota, man. Yeah. You agree or disagree with Isaac Bruce? Fort Lauderdale legend, Hall of Famer, Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt. Is that the best wide receiving duo ever?
I'm coach, man. I'm gonna go with 8 and 87, man.
They got a ring too. Y'all got a ring too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with them. But I think it's close though. Like you said, Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt, man. It was phenomenal what they were doing out there. They were putting on a show. each and every Sunday. You know, but I'm gonna go 88, 87-1. I'll go Isaac Bruce, Troy Hope 2. Number 3. I'm trying to think of some good combos.
All time.
I think
I feel like we're missing somebody obvious.
Yeah,
you had Jerry Rice and John Taylor.
Yeah. Owens and Rice. That's
Mark Duper, Mark Clayton. Ooh, throwback Dolphins, man. Owens and Rice is a good one. Owens wasn't really like that yet.
Like that time. Yeah, and then I was going to even say like with Roddy and Julio, but Roddy was kind of on his way out.
Yeah. That man, it's tough. I ain't gonna lie. All three of these that's up here,
tough. Cause I know we missing some for sure.
We definitely missing some duos.
We missing some duos,
but these 3 right here though. So if you had to rank these 3, you going Eights and Wayne
1. Troy Hope, Isaac Bruce,
and then you got the greatest show on turf, and then you got Chris Carter. Okay, Chris Carter. Yeah. Chris Carter was 3rd. I think Chris Carter was 3rd all time already in touchdown passes before Randy even took a snap. And Randy came in and had the best rookie wide receiver season ever up until last year. I think Jefferson just broke his record numbers wise, but
wow. This is a good question right here.
I know they ain't win the ring, but shit,
the best duo right now. Shoot. We got to do wide receiver
duo right now.
Wide receiver duo.
So you
can go out Tampa Bay.
Who would you go? Evans and Godwin? Evans and Godwin, they've been doing it for a while. Thielen Jefferson, AJ Brown, and Julio in Tennessee.
Yep. Then you can go out maybe a young buck out there in Dallas, Amari Cooper. What's
Cooper CD or Cooper
CD Lamb? Oh, Gallup.
Cleveland, OBJ and Jarvis.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You know what? I'm gonna go, and even though both of them are receivers, I'm gonna still do it. I'm gonna go Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce.
Nah, that's why I said receiver duo. Yeah, but that was the first. That was the first.
You good? Yeah. God damn it. I don't give a damn what position Kelce played, but
out there, the Cardinals. Nah, they got D-Hop. Fitz is on down. AJ Green is on his down years.
Kirk not that guy yet. Consistently.
Yeah. So
we are missing somebody though.
I know we are. I'm trying to think.
I like Woods and Cup. I wouldn't put them in that top. D-Hop, Adrian, hell no. Just saw that. I like Thielen and Jefferson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we are pronouncing Kelce's name. It's Kels, apparently.
Oh, it's Kels.
I heard him come out. He came out and said that the podcast or something. But yeah, that's a good question, man. It's a lot of good duos. A lot of good duos out there. Man. Anything else we got, man?
Man.
Oh, DK Metcalf and Lockett.
Nah, that's a good one. But I'm interested to see what this Brown and Jones gonna be like out there in Tennessee, though.
Great. I mean, shit, you got 2-2 in the backfield. That's man.
Oh my gosh. D coordinators were going crazy.
That's a headache.
Yeah. But sure, man, we appreciate y'all tapping in with us. As always, the Man-to-Man Pods, man. Man-to-Man Pod. I'm Antoine Bethea, my co-host D Butt.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all hit that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Again,
tell a friend. Football season right around the corner.
That Underdog Fantasy. Y'all download it.
Yeah,
Cold.
get that.
MAN.
Cold, man. Easy. It's easy.
Sure.
But we got them young boys out in Washington too. Terry McLaurin, man Pod alum, and Curtis Samuel.
Yeah.
Went out there. Got some weapons, man. Got some weapons. 9 more Sundays without football. It's coming.
Countdown begins, baby.
Yeah, the countdown begins. We'll see y'all on Monday, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. We out of here.